to Sons of Liberty-Master Collection version. New notification. Now broadcasting.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of metal gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialization on the globe knows the specifications for metal gear. Worse yet, so do a number of road states. They are all working on deploying their own metal gear force to compete with the U.S. nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these metal gear criminals.
Fuck, I've never done that.
Snake, respond! Snake!
We initiated the development of metal gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a metal gear is, of course, another metal gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of metal gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialization on the globe knows the specifications for metal gear. Worse yet, so do a number of road states. They are all working on deploying their own metal gear force to compete with the U.S. nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these metal gear criminals. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure on Navy branch, especially those from submarine and aircraft. Not expecting interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than we think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other metal gears obsolete. Nations building up their own metal gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will lead a new world order. We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in this military affairs. Ours is not the only military project involved in metal gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. There's a program that will add fuel to uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players...
Fuck.
Snake, respond! Snake!
We initiated the development of metal gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a metal gear is, of course, another metal gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of metal gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialization on the globe knows the specifications for metal gear. Worse yet, so do a number of road states. They are all working on deploying their own metal gear force to compete with the U.S. nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these metal gear criminals. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition to the Navy is an undeniable fact. There's a lot of pressure on Navy brass, especially those from submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes close to home in the weekend, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other metal gears obsolete. Nations building up their own metal gears mostly think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. We, the Marine Corps, play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to metal gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. There's a program that has added fuel to uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such policy are attempting to derail our Marine project, but I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter. I have a daughter. It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I would leave a better world for future generations. As a soldier, I know that to me. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease, rest a little.
You get caught every time you're not careful. Not easy to get past these damn guys. I'm so rusty at this game, I don't even know what to think.
Snake, respond! Snake!
I have a daughter. And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I would leave a better world for future generations. As a soldier, I know that is me. Metal Gear Rising is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex. It cruised deep underwater, mid-wind undetected and was landing on any shore level. Its onboard joint traffic information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy. It takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon. It is yours to guard. This new model of weapon is spoken in today. Forget about it. This latest weapon will rule the sea and land as we never had before. We haven't had evidence that there are anti-metal terrorists planning to target the ship. Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not cooperate. Stay on your guard at all times. To move on. This is warnings. But even he would have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost of his influence in the political community. The men here in Texas that have been on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory agenda taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. And in deeper conflict with other nations that contingency might have. If this theory is correct, means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity, a specific interest within the military industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. We will bear that in mind. It is an undeniable fact that it is a force of truth. You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The U.S. state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event. This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you. Proliferation and development of medical technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back and end its arms race of the last century. We cannot afford to play that Russian play again. The better way we succeed is here to prevent that possibility. This metal gear ring is a prototype designed and operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-assistance and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and RNA in battle situations has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy its sole prototype. Ray's completion, Marine Corps will lead the way to a new age of military tactics. Must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right. Front. Right. Let's continue. The brain communication specialist in the black market trade in weapons grade plutonium has been fueling the technology industry in nuclear weapons since the late 1960s.
Fuck, got spotted by the enemy.
Snake, respond! Snake!
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you. Proliferation and development of medical technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back and end its arms race of the last century. We cannot afford to play that Russian play again. The better way we succeed is here to prevent that possibility. This metal gear ring is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-assistance and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and RNA in battle situations has been discussed time and again. Ray, first,
Good.
Marine Navy way for a new age of military tactics.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretch, shall we? Right. Front. Right.
Good.
The brain
Training
training
specialists like black market trade and weapons for Antonio has been fueling the college industry for nuclear weapons since late last century.
Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over.
Once there's a shadow, doomsday machine.
Good.
This legendary game can bring everybody's under control and ensure we'll never know that we're again. We, the Marines, will be the guards of this peace.
Oh, I'm gonna run out of time. Jesus Christ.
Come on, let's go on a little bit longer. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard lab. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-assistance and an autonomous control system. We will proceed out of New York. We will proceed out of New York Harbor and conduct top-secret field testing with Ray. Shadow Mode will turn public opinion against the weapons development. Not to jeopardize the program on the eve of completion. The disguised oil tankers are part of our cover. Ray is well worth all those precautions. Trust me. Former President Sears can also act towards introducing the nuclear stockpile while drifting in energy concept. This heat lowered starting free ceiling to tactical nuclear weapons in order to bring Russia to a provision to EV infantry. Everyone believed the Russians headed for the end of the arms race with Shadow Moses. Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of mission 2, everyone in the international military community knows the facts. Specs spread across the globe like wildfire. The nuclear race is on again. The only thing that can reverse its course is this Metal Gear Ray.
Okay, we're finally there. So, this is the new Metal Gear. Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century, projected to completion in 2005. However, the NMT traffic that in the year 2000 was completely failure. The success of the 1999 trials is now considered a chance after. There was no technological solution in sight, and the program was already attracting strong criticism from Russia and China for its potential violation of the anti-ballistic missile agreement. The fact that any development in missile defense would trigger accelerated weapons development has been pointed out from the very beginning. President Xi is forced to end the proposal of fuel, succeeding in deploying the program. Some say that it was a military agency. Plans for a $100 million program that actually arranged the legislative approval.
Fuck.
Snake, respond! Snake?
This
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight. Proliferation and development of metal-gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that crushing away again. The Metal Gear Race C is here to prevent that possibility. This Metal Gear unit is a prototype designed to operate by an onboard lab. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and RNA in battle situations has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. Ray's
Good.
agent military tactics.
must
Must be
be
clear. Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
right.
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 Down.
Down.
Good.
Right.
Right.
Front.
Front.
Left.
Left.
Not again.
This
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight. Proliferation and development of metal-gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. We cannot afford to play that crushing away again. The Metal Gear
Good.
must be clear. Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
left.
Left.
Front.
Front. Up.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is... It needs to be a little more clear. What we need is top-notch quality here. The next ones... I'm sorry, you need to take another one. The next image is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. And the next one is... Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? Okay, what am I seeing now? We only need one good shot of the lettering. The last one is... We only need one good shot of the lettering. We're good on the image of the lettering. 3 left to go. One each from the front right, front left, and the front of Metal Gear.
Left. Up. Down. Getting back to the top here. This Metal Gear is a prototype designed to be operated by an on-board lab. In its final mode, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such as ISR and RNA in battle situations has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so
Good.
for a new age of military tactics.
The
The brain training new specialists like Black Marshal training and weapons grade plutonium has been fueling the cottage industry in nuclear weapons since late last century.
Add Metal Gear to the mix, the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over.
Once finished the shadow of Doomsday Machine, this Metal Gear will bring other Metal Gears under control and ensure you'll never know that we're here again. We, the Marines, will be the guardians of this peace.
Come on,
Come on, over here. Let's go on a little bit longer. It is an undeniable fact that there is a massive force in our government and within the military seeking to control.
I'm a little rusty at this, but I'll get the hang of it. A little rusty at it. Yeah, I'm a little rusty at it because I haven't played it in the last several years. I mean, years since I played this game.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. Okay, first up. You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. The photos from the left and the one of the lettering are great. The two we need are the ones from the front right and the front. Good luck.
Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this project, thwarting the plans that organization back to its original path.
Good.
Myself, chalk it up to old age. You proceed out of me.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The photos from the right and the left, and the one of the lettering look good. The only one we need is of Metal Gear from the front. Good luck.
Your car contains the top secret key testing of Ray. Shadow Zones will turn public opinion against the weapons development. This training needs to be safe for birth. Not just jeopardizing the program on the eve of its completion. The disguised oil tanker is part of our cover. Ray is well worth all these precautions. Trust me. Former presidents used the also factor to use the nuclear stockpile while nurturing the enemy concept. Was he, though it started to see the tactical nuclear weapons in order to bring Russia to a proven
Good.
Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military community knows that. Expect spread across the globe like wildfire. Nuclear waste is on again.
Man, I'm still good at this, man.
This is Metal Gear Rex.
Last picture. I think I know how to do it now. It's been so long since I played this game. It's like, oh, God.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first one I'm seeing is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will reach in charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Rex. That is all. Dismissed.
Broadcast. Button. Broadcast selected. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty - Master Collection version.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Hold on.
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
New notification.
Cool, I got a trophy.
Press the PS button for details.
What do you want?
This machine is quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Nobody move. Understood. This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
Sell it on the streets. I was raised in Zinz, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost. What are you talking about? After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans. Spirit points to this sad story now. Land framing dignity all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us. What do you intend to do? Russia will rise again. Praise is the key. I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots. Hello. How's that possible? Arsenal. You have to hold us out. I was never in your employ, Milkovich. Are you spilling liquid solidus? No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care. Since when, Arsenal? When did you turn? I'd like you notice, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War. Metal Gear only has room for one. Lukovich, you and your daughter will die here. Damn you! Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement. Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder they only passed you over for the Fox Dive program. The physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this now.
Metal Gear Solid 2. Pretty sweet ass game, I'll tell you that. Man, I played the game so many years ago. I mean, so many years ago.
Broadcast selected. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty-Master Collection version.
location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene, the site of the explosions. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside. The big shell.
I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time, but in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection. Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an American group from Haiti. Photos from the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control. There was a government-sponsored tour going on in the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crew will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an emperor.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chloride's being used to decontaminate the seawater or the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the base ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have two mission objectives. One, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And two, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Should broadcast select. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty - Master Collection version.
Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives. I sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
There's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Right, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of the mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear. Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Broadcast.
She has our
Broadcast.
at her disposal.
But she's never Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty-Master Collection version.
Selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I failed to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
All I got for that.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero Shadow Moses? That's why you changed my code name.
Right, but it can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president? Seems he was spotted on Strut B. Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of Strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Right and look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push the left stick in the direction you want to move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind. Right. SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
I'll go check on you. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
There's somebody there.
Ride and watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and hang over the side. Once there, you can move sideways.
Fuck. I'm really rusty at this game, man.
Jack!
I'm really rusty at this game, I tell you.
What's up, Jack? Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty -Master. Hit. Broadcast. Broadcast. Stop.